Alrighty, and we're back to playing Sigil. It's been a few days since I played the last time. We find the last save game that I actually used here. I mean, this was me going into the level, so you know what, never mind, let's just start right here. I think I finished the last video on the other side of that door. So yeah, it's taken me a while to come back to this. Just other things going on at night. No particular reason. I haven't played any other games either. So not only am I a little bit out of it, it's going to take me a moment to get back into the groove here. I'm also, so I don't quite remember where I was last time. I'm also seriously low on ammo and I don't remember why, but so this is going to be interesting. Trying to figure out the best way of actually attacking these guys with my low resources. Probably not like that. So it's gonna be an interesting video just in that, you know what, let's just, okay, so they're all gonna come for me now, but let's just see if I can get rid of these guys one by one. Just go for it without wasting too much ammo. Ah, he got me. Oh, okay. I think I got an I think I got a formula here, at least. If I can make it through this. Judgment call whether I should be playing it this way. I mean, this is the safe game I have, so this is where I was last time. I figure I'm going to... Come on, can I get him? So I figure I should actually try to make it through here with super low resources. Which then at least, you know, that's safe. Ultra violence indeed. So last level, I remember last level I played, again it was a couple of days ago, but I thought I was higher on health when I actually finished it, but maybe I wasn't. But I remember 2 Cyberdemons, I managed to telefrag one of them. So I have a general idea of how this connects. Where is he? There. These guys are a bitch, especially when it's dark. Oh, killed by a sergeant. I could use some health. I could use some health. But now that we know there's sergeants around, I mean, actually, I hope. I was hoping he would shoot the Spectre instead. I don't want to use. I don't want to waste the plasma again on these guys. But now we know the sergeants around are actually going to give us some health. I'm telling you, man, this is like, I've just committed to it. I mean, I'm mostly playing this for myself. If you're watching this, thank you so much. But I'm just kind of committed to to beating it at this point now. It's a nice challenge. Kind of running my head against the wall here, but I'm having fun. I mean, that's what good games do, right? Like, as long as I feel 100% in control, as long as I feel like I have a fighting chance, and every time I die, no matter how difficult it is, it was totally up to me. Oh. I might have screwed myself a little bit there. No. But as long as I'm feeling that way, I don't mind dying over and over again. It's not even so much, I think I talked like in the first video, the first like 2 levels that I played about the checkpoint challenge or checkpoint test that I submit these games to. Which again comes from one of my GDC talks that I actually did do about Doom, at least partially. Where people generally don't mind replaying checkpoints if they feel that there are a bunch of different strategies. Kind of like an adventure game, a good puzzle game. There are different approaches they can take, right? Instead of having to perfectly perfectly play a very specific, non-mutable sequence, right? Like first I have to take out this guy, then I have to take out this guy. There are no other ways of doing it. If that doesn't happen, if I actually feel like... I think there's one more sergeant down there. Yeah, yes. As long as I feel there's a bunch of different ways in which I can play things. Different strategies, different weapons. Right, like I haven't unleashed the plasma cannon here yet. I can try to get infighting going. There's a whole bunch of different ways in which I can play this. Different, because it's circular level design, it's not like one super linear structure. All of that contributes to me not minding replaying things a few times. Now, if of course I invest a lot of time here, I don't save. Like, let's save here again. Oh, oh, where is he? Where is he? Oh, why did it become dark? There it was. Oh. The player mutated was the death message here, by the way. I don't even know what that means. So what do I do here? I mean, I'll save again. Is that the way I need to go? Well, there's another way over here, but I don't think that's unlocked. Oh, that's just... It looks like there's something behind here, but that hasn't actually opened yet. Maybe. Alright, so I killed everybody. I survived. To talk a little bit game design while I'm doing this. Now, $100,000 question is, am I screwed here because... Well, I made it over here at least. The light turns off. Okay, so he comes from back behind me, so at least I know about that now. Let's see if I can actually like, has there really not been a single health pack so far? That is incredibly low. There. It just kind of keeps going from bad to worse. There's another guy back there. Where are they coming from? One is up there. Yeah, it's the second guy. I'm gonna keep going. But man, this is certainly not easy. Nice thing is that we have, well, I'm down to 2 ammo now, so I can't actually keep those Caco demons pinned anymore. I'm gonna save again. I'm gonna keep spamming over the same save game because, I mean, I'm making progress and it's not like I have a fallback here that I'm overriding. Oh, where is the guy that I am trying to kill next? Oh, he's so high up. There he is. Oh! I was gonna say, we talked about this multiple times in streams before this, how if I could look up and I actually enabled that, I'd probably be better off. This might be the level that finally makes me do it. Because that guy is so far out of... I mean, he doesn't even come down in front of me. I was hoping he would descend a little bit like he did the first time. Come on, where are you? Ah! Whoa! I did not die there. That was really close. There he is. The other thing that I said in the stream is I'm not going to complain again about things being really dark, because we figured out that it might not be this dark in the actual, it's not authored this dark, it's just my come on, I can get him before. There he is. Save again. So yeah, I'm not gonna worry about things being really dark. Yes, health! Oh my god, health. Save again. Health but no ammo. I mean, I got, I'm kinda ignoring it. I don't know. Like, I am terrible at actually wasting ammo. Like, the same way, like, say for example I'm playing Diablo or something. I always have so many potions. I never use... okay, well let's... With everything being as tight as it is, let's reload here because I don't want to take any splash damage. But yeah, I'm really bad at actually like wasting anything. Really dark, really dark. Hello, I knew something was gonna happen there. Can I ignore the guys behind me? I mean, I think I'm gonna use the plasma cannon at this point. Is this back? Okay, did this just circle back or did that just telefrag a bunch of guys? One thing I don't know about telefragging, by the way, is whether it was designed. Because what happens in Doom, of course, is that if you teleport somewhere where somebody's standing, whoever was standing there dies, right? Makes some really cool dynamics in like deathmatch, for example. In fact, I made this level ended up in Memento Mori 2. I think the best deathmatch level I've ever made was a level where you were constantly encouraged to get the double-barrel shotgun. But there were a couple of teleporters that anybody who heard you pick up that double-barrel shotgun could pick up, could like run to and try to telefrag you every time they knew you just got that weapon. I also made, and this was Memento Mori 2 as well, but this was single player. I think it was map 18 or so. So, Doom 2, not Doom 1, has the Arch file, right? And, sorry, need to concentrate here for just a moment. So Doom 2 has the Arch file, which just goes around and resurrects people. So, oh man, I'm completely down on health again. So in map 18 again, I think it was, I made this puzzle, not really a puzzle. At the beginning of the map, there's like 3 really, I think it was a Mancubus, mini, like an arachnid, and something else. Maybe a Baron of Hell standing there. This feels like a, wow, this felt like a trap, but it wasn't. And as you're walking towards them, because you could shoot to actually wake them up, but if you just walk forward, there was an invisible teleporter which just, and it kept teleporting you like ahead and ahead and ahead, and so you were telefragging all 3 guys. And then I made an arch file active, and every time, this was one of the most brilliant sound like designs and just general game design things in games anywhere, where, hello, do that again, where that was nice, that was close. Could see the red door down there, so we know where we need to go, kind of. So as soon as an arch file was active in Doom 2, you could hear him the entire time in the background, and you were terrified of these guys. You were terrified of arch files because left unchecked, with actual corpses around, they would just wreak havoc. They would resurrect every single freaking guy and screw you over. So I made this guy active, and as he came back, like, this was kind of circular level design again. So you would return to this down the line, then actually put the arch file in there, and it resurrect the 3 guys that you had telefragged early on. Anyway, really long digression. But those are all mechanics that... There's another guy. Okay, we need... Oh, no! I was so close. I was so happy of how well I handled these guys. And then this... I felt like a sense of urgency because my my protective suit here is running out. Funnily enough, that's also a mechanic I used in that Memento Mori 2 map. But these are all mechanics that you can combine and play with as a level designer, which is really, really cool. And which you don't necessarily see in too many games even today. As long as there isn't a sergeant in here, I'm okay. I don't mind standing here and shooting at 20 imps if I have to, because I can dodge their fireballs rather easily. Alright, and that kind of pinpoint accuracy, but just like what I just did, that is so Doom in that, that's so Raven. No, that's so Doom in that, that's a pattern that has just been, fuck, where is he coming from? Come on, oh, there he is. Uh-oh. Ah, I knew it. I heard those guys too and I didn't save. I'm sorry if you're enduring this again. But yeah, I mean, another pattern if you play Doom. Come on, can I get the other guys out? Oh my god. That was purely on me. That wasn't a pattern. That's inherent in Doom. But you know, just standing there, shooting at imps and dodging their fireballs, hearing a sergeant or any hit scan guy in the background, having to locate them, actually prioritizing them over the sergeants you're playing or shooting, because they can screw you up. You can't dodge them and just dance around their missiles. That is all like super ingrained in me, even after all these decades actually. Okay, so we're gonna play this a little bit more, well, conservatively, just when it comes to saving. I think I can actually be pretty bullish about fighting this guy, because he can't really do anything. It's kind of the game equivalent of standing or dancing in front of a guy and going, hey, is this bothering you? Is this bothering you? I'm not touching you. So we're gonna save right here. Then we're going to take these guys out again. And then, so I don't know what triggered, I think it's just the long, oh, it wasn't me going in there. I was gonna say, I'm not quite sure what triggered the, these guys appearing. Oh, where'd he come from? They actually snuck around. Close. Okay, so is there stuff already behind me? Oh, with that close quarter, it's gonna be a little bit hard to actually survive. That is really tough to navigate. Did it before in one of the streams, but screwed myself a little bit there. All the way back to the original, I just remembered why I started talking about telefragging. I don't know if that was specifically designed into the game, or if that's just something that happened as an happy accident. I mean, it's an elegant way of dealing with that kind of situation, right? And that kind of design problem, but not entirely sure if ha 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 ha. Ah, almost. Ah ha ha. He was actually behind me. I was like, I was worried about that. Okay. So going up here actually brings that down. Not sure what I want to have active first. Once these guys become active here, I can do that, and now I think we're gonna go to chain gun. Okay, now we're good. And now we're good there too. I'm not gonna use the rocket launcher on this guy, just a little bit too close quarters. Okay, so now what's happening next? Something open back here I have to actually go into? Health, yes, please. F6, please. And now more stuff is going up and down. Oh, over there. More guys, I'm assuming. Oh no, bunch of already dead guy. There we go. And then of course you hear the teleport sound. And that is super Doom level design as well, because the way that you would actually get more guys to come in was to... Let me do this real quick here. I think they're also disappearing by hitting this teleporter line there. So the way you would actually... Because you couldn't actually spawn guys in Doom. Right, there isn't actually a way to add enemies to the level. Every single enemy that you fight in a Doom level was in the level from the very beginning. So they all exist somewhere, and they're usually standing in a monster closet. Can I go up here in some shape or form? Maybe not. They're in some monster closet off somewhere. They're hidden on, you know, there's probably a bunch of rooms somewhere here. Line devs are hidden so we can't see the actual rooms. And they're just waiting in there. And because of sound propagation, we talked about this in one of the streams as well, people can actually start hearing you when doors open, etc. You would make sure that sound in some shape or form propagates. Oh, we're back at the beginning. Okay, you guys take care of each other. So you would make sure there was a connection that allowed sound to travel. Sometimes it was just like an actual, like let's say here for example, there was a 1x1 sector, which actually, so that sometimes you would see like a single pixel missing at the bottom of this floor here or so, which was a sound propagating sector going into the monster closet. You would open a door or something there. When you wanted these guys to actually start becoming active, you would open that door. I can't go in here now, right? This is closed. Yeah. So those guys would wake up, you hear that, and then they would walk into a line dev somewhere right next to them, because they become active, they start wandering around, which would then teleport them to wherever you wanted them to teleport to. What people figured out after the fact is that with the engine you didn't actually need to make these connections anymore. I think most of my levels, certainly the early ones, actually had these connections, like the one little connecting sector. But what you actually can do in Doom is, certainly with like more advanced level editors like Dev, it's one of the ones I was using back then, you could actually make two sectors which weren't connected the same sector. So you could say the sector I'm standing in here right now, and a sector which is somewhere off the map, somewhere here, well we can't see it obviously, is the same sector, and then you would make the sound propagation active, and this is how guys would actually start becoming active. Oh no, I did not. Okay, I'm gonna, because this has been such a difficult level. Because I just wasted like 100 health almost. 92 health there. So I'm actually gonna reload here. This guy of course was totally bait, right? For me to shoot him so everybody else here would become active. But this, unless there's no way to go back up here, but it looks like there is. I'm gonna try to avoid that until we're way low on health. And go back up to 100. Come on. There he is. Oh, there he is not anymore. What? How many shots do I have left? That felt like somebody... This is just my headphones, but that almost sounded like spatial audio and somebody died behind me. It's not, but that's why I went back. Well, many ways I have a whole bunch of health I can kind of waste here because I can go back up to 100. So I'm not being too precious here about how I play this. I like the architecture here. One of the side effects is that you get stuck really easily. So, not something you can necessarily do in Doom, fortunately. But in a more modern game, you would put invisible collision everywhere here. So you're just gliding along the wall. Or, depending on how the collision is authored, because these days, like here, everything is literal, right? Like the view geometry is the actual collision geometry. Today, in a modern game engine, you have individual extra collision geometry. Well, look at that. Where is he? Back there. Oh, he's actually in this, so it's a maze. It's a Cyberdemon maze, and I have this feeling in this. Okay, it's good. We're gonna keep it, and we're gonna save. So in a modern game, you would solve it that way by authoring collision geometry, which is just completely smooth here. What do you think? We can... Yeah! I've never done that. That doesn't work, but that would have been cool. I'm sure somebody has done that out there. I'm sure there's somebody who has actually defeated a Cyberdemon with a chainsaw. I don't really see how I'm gonna do that though. And I don't think it's worth. I mean, I've died so much already, you don't need to see me die about 100 times more trying that. Of course. The way I can also die is by just running right into a monster. Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm gonna stop being silly. I'm in Berserk. I'm surprised I have to punch these guys twice. Okay, teleporter here. We're gonna... Oh, there's another one. Where does this take us? Back to the... Oh, on top. Nice. Except that I should very quickly get my sniper shotgun out here so I can go to some guys. Okay, so... Got this feeling the way to get around here on top of these palisades is to do a whole bunch of... Yep. Teleport around. Let's see where it takes us. Get my bearings here. Whoa, how and where was he? Okay, see there still is a hit scan guy up there. How in the world? And I did not save, which, I mean, that's fine. We learned a little bit. There he is. Let's get this guy out. I mean, we learned a whole bunch of stuff here, right? So, many ways I didn't mind dying there. That I minded a little bit, and that I minded even more. Okay, so we're gonna play this conservatively again when it comes to actual saving. The amount of time it takes... I got stuck. The amount of time it takes a Cyberdemon to turn around a corner and acquire you is fiendishly low. It's like really low. A little bit too low to my liking. Not that anybody's gonna do anything about it after all this time. But that was a little bit... One of the times he killed me. I don't even know which one it was. But him coming around the corner like that and immediately... I feel like I'm wasting a lot of... I need some shotgun shells again. Which is also because he's somewhere below me, right? And most of the time, I think right there. Sometimes he's gonna be able... Telefrag! There he was, that was... Can I go over there? Yes. Where does this get me? Telefrag? I'm hoping it's gonna telefrag me all the way to the top where the Baron of Hell is standing. Oh no! Oh, so close. So I'm fully aware of the fact that I haven't saved. We're gonna save now because I feel like I've accomplished stuff even at lower health. That was interesting. Was that a secret? Oh. See there, you're coming around the corner and like no warning. Like the guy has 0 reaction time to immediately shoot a rocket at you. Like there again. I don't actually have internalized, by the way, the amount of damage a Cyberdemon takes. I just haven't fought these guys enough. And I very rarely used them in my maps. I had one, because they're boss battle, right? So I had one boss battle against them. In Trooper's Playground, for example. I never used them in any of my Memento Mori or Requiem levels. Okay, let's see if we can do this again. And see where that last... Ah! You dick! Can't even see you. And that gets me where? Where am I now? Does this give me a good... Okay. I like how it keeps giving me, like, feeding me individual rockets. I haven't actually used any rockets yet. The assumption always is that you're gonna use rockets to take out a Cyberdemon. I've never quite been that player, though. Oh, is that marked as... No, that works. Let's save again. Now that we're up here. Oh, come on. There we go. Now does this take me in here? Yes, and now I get some extra help. Oh, wait, what just happened? What the? Was that designed? Was that intentional? Because that was kind of cool. Kind of fucked up. Excuse my language. I mean, I curse all the time. I don't think I've cursed yet on this stream, so maybe should keep it that way. Probably not true at all. I'm sure somebody... Okay, so that's actually good, though. I was wondering where... Because... There it is. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna say, if I take this, do the teleporter gauntlet, the maze runner, and then I take the blue sphere, I'm actually going to be at 200 health, so this is how I can optimize things a little bit. So now we're going to save again. Now we're going to shoot this guy again. Again, it feels like there's some weird barrier there where I cannot... Okay, he died. Gonna go to this, we're gonna save again. We'll see what happens if we teleport in there, if another Baron of Hell actually does show up again. Yes! We didn't come out unscathed, but I'm pretty happy about that one. And then this takes us back to the, not the beginning. No, the beginning actually, yeah. Meaning that... Oh, look at that. So, once again, and I'm not complaining about it, killing the Cyberdemon isn't actually required. Which now, of course, leaves us with the question of, well, can we even go back there now? Yeah, we still can, right? Yeah. Hello, and there he is. These are the... Can he actually come all the way up here? He might flush us, he might drive us into the next level. He could come all the way up here. Should we take him out? Or should we just blissfully, you know, it's survival. It's not required. Players are like water is one of favorite sayings. One of a really good game designer I used to work with, Andre Garcia, used to say, like, players are like water, they always take the path of least resistance. And if the path of least resistance for me is to not kill that guy, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm gonna save Spiel. And I'm gonna come out smelling like roses for this level. Not really, because I died like crazy, but man. I mean, my ammo is still a little bit low, right? But between health and armor, I'm doing pretty well. No secrets out of how many? I don't even know. Alright, let's play another level. I haven't played for a few nights. Let's do another one. And maybe I'm just gonna shut up a little bit more again. If I keep dying, I think that's where I'm gonna start talking, just because I need to fill the time somehow. Keep entertained, but let's just play. And let's see if we can survive this well. We're just concentrating on the game. Getting a very spiny feeling here. Loving the music still, by the way. Nothing here yet. Okay. Ah. Hey dude, sorry. Oh! Assuming. That it? Over there at least? Ow. Man, I need more of these shots. Why do I have... I swear to God, if I had a, well, let's say $1 for every time I did not press F6, but F5 or sometimes F7 instead. That's why we came down. I kind of want to go back. I don't think I was done over there yet. Just, waste a shot. Still have a bad feeling about this thing right here. I feel like it's gonna teleport a bunch of more guys in there. What just opened? Oh, this right here. Very good so far. Oh, fuck's sake. Entered this level with almost 200 and 100, down to half of it. That's why I would have put all the enemies. So that's why I looked first. This story when Nihilistic, like a game company that unfortunately doesn't longer exist, working on StarCraft Ghost, which is a game which unfortunately never came out. And I went over there to playtest it a little bit, and there was a super inviting fortress kind of with a big, clearly marked entrance, and then there was a I feel like this is broken. I feel like I'm missing a texture here. Clearly marked, like, super inviting gate with a moat around it, and the very first thing I did as I went there is, instead of going through the gate, I went to the left or to the right, I feel, went all the way down to the moat or whatever it was, and found a secret which was there. And they're like, how the hell did you find that? And it's like, I think it's a good secret. It's just that I'm a level designer and this is what I would have done. I'm almost certain that this is just a missing texture now. No. Ah. Red door. Where are we? Just mentally mark that. Save again. Where are they on top of me? I think this guy's on top there. Oh. Hello, big fucking gun. BFG. I think it has an official name that's different from big fucking gun, but you want to use it? It's good. Oh, really? So the BFG is based on line of sight. If you shoot it, everything that is in your view gets killed. And there was actually a way, which I kind of did there, to suppress the sound. If you were using... You're doing this. Exactly at the same time when you're shooting the BFG, you could actually do silent BFG. So in Deathmatch, and I was running this Doom Deathmatch League in Germany using FidoNet, where you pretty much challenged somebody to a game, you called them up, you paid for the phone costs, and then you did a one-on-one over modem, which was always map 2, like Doom 2 map 1. And it has a BFG. And one of the strategies there was to do those silent BFGs exactly, because it actually worked in network games. I don't know exactly how and how it was replicating your sound to somebody else's computer, but you could actually do the silent BFG. So what you had to do is, coming around a corner, as soon as I start talking, of course, I start taking more damage again and everything, so I'll stop again soon. You would have to run around a corner, so I have to backtrack all the way. I'm sure I missed some health on the way. Look at that. Have to round a corner, use that corner as you're running along, sliding along it. You'd have to do the BFG perfectly as you're sliding around the corner, pressing the spacebar or whatever to use to hide the sound, and then you'd have to come around so that you could actually see the guy you wanted to shoot or to kill when that shot was being fired off, because if you did it too early, line of sight wasn't there, and because of that he actually wouldn't be doing any damage. And that most certainly was something that was not intended in the original design, right? That, I'm sure, was a bug that somehow just found its way into, what we would say today, found its way into the meta of the game. Oh, come on. Another rule of Doom, at least for me, is you never pick up a key. That's just, I mean, this is just sitting here, so actually well. Certainly you never pick up a key. Ah, fuck off, really? Cursing is coming out full force now, I get it, but yeah, usually you never pick up something like that, because it's gonna spring a trap. I think worked really well. Right, in Doom 1 and Doom 2. Doom 3, which was a very different game in terms of number of enemies, how it built tension, etc. It kept doing the same thing that Doom 1 and Doom 2 did. Tons of monster closets, so just kind of randomly opening doors, springing monsters on you. And those kind of traps just didn't work anymore because it felt cheap. Like, as a game and as an experience, it was sufficiently advanced at this point where the tropes that they were continuing from Doom 1 and 2 started feeling out of place and anachronistic. Did I just screw myself by going in here? Or can I actually go past this guy now? So I think you have to buy the music that you get with this, which is not MIDI, right? Like, this is clearly some sort of OGG or MP3 or whatever, digital music. The pack that you get only works in Doom. I'm assuming Z-Doom has support for it. Aww. Oops. I might just go and buy them. Just listen to them while making levels, working away on stuff. Give me a vinyl release of it. I'm gonna buy that. It's what I do, and I actually occasionally still tweet about it. I do something I call Work Record Day. Damn it. With the way I divvy out my work day is by listening to records. Because the attention span we have is somewhat limited, right? And there's actually studies that show that you can only, generally, over long periods of time, only be productive for about 6 hours a day or so. Doesn't mean you should be working for 6 hours. It just means that you can't be off the time that you work on the day. You can do email and other stuff, but productivity, again, for long periods of time, you can't do it for more than 6 hours combined on the day. And then, of course, I work 8 hours a day or so, and I try to divvy it up. Something called, or it's adapted Pomodoro method, where you use a tomato-shaped timer to set like 25-minute long work cycles. So you say, like, I'm going to work for 25 minutes. I'm not going to get distracted by anything. If somebody wants to talk to me, I ask them to come back. If something comes to my mind that I really need to do, I'm going to write it down, get back to it later. So I'm going to do something for 25 minutes. Then I'm going to take a 5-minute break. Going to work for 25 minutes again. Do that for 4 times. Then I take a longer break for half an hour. Every 2 hours pretty much. And so on and so on. And that's a good way of actually keeping track of what you... that was comical in many ways. And that's how you can actually track the kind of work that you've done. Well, Pomodoro method never really worked for me, just because I don't like setting timers and it's just too impersonal to me. So I started listening to records instead. And I say, you know what, I'm gonna listen to 14 records every day. And each record site, generally speaking, is about the right size. It's not quite 25 minutes, it's about 22 on a good record, sometimes only 20, sometimes 18 or something like that. So sometimes it's shorter, but generally speaking it works. And of course I can do more records than, you know, do just Pomodoro units, so that still kind of evens out. And that's how I can actually track if I'm getting enough done every day. And there's days when you do game development, but I'm sure a whole bunch of different other jobs as well, where it feels like you've been firefighting all day and you've been doing stuff all day, but it didn't really amount to anything. Like at the end of the day, you're kind of wondering what you got done today. Ah, okay, so this is where we come back out. Interesting. And doing something like work record day or the Pomodoro method, etc. It's a perfect way of, at the end of the day, looking at stuff. And I love this. I just have to, like, how this is seeping into the wood. Looks really cool. Especially, you know, for Doom in this engine. So it's a really good way of actually looking at the end of the day and... oh, that's where... See, I hadn't done that yet. Let's see if I find something there. So that's why I do it. You're welcome to do it. You know, you can do it with different ways. You can just use 6 songs on your iPod or something, random shuffle, etc. Different ways of doing it. I really like doing it with records because it's very tactile. It's cool. It's a cool excuse to collect old records and go into oh really? You know, go into second-hand thrift stores, etc. and find old records. So yeah, that's what I do. Really long story short. Screw this. There. Let's take this guy out. Really long story short, I would totally listen to this music as a record during work record day. Yeah, bitch. That's where sometimes I just gotta play instead of talking and like telling all of these weird stories because like actually playing that way, I think you can only do when you're not too preoccupied. So I want to get all the way back up to the top because when that guy is hanging there, I feel like, so I have the red key by the way, I could go through there, but how did I get back up top? I went through there. Can I do that still? I'm not gonna die. But yeah, that's why I just gotta shut up sometimes and play. You're not thinking too much about it, you just go for it. Here we were. So let's save again because I just took out the Cyberdemon. Down to 6 health again. Let's what was up? Oh, there was really nothing up here. Oh, and I actually wasted health for that. Now this is important. I gotta make sure don't. There we go. All right, red door. So yeah, I need to figure out why I'm missing this texture. I apologize to John for not showing this in a perfect light. I'm just doing... This looks like this gotta be a secret, right? I'm just using a batch file to start this, to launch this. Like GZ Doom or whatever, dash watt, and then a regular watt, and the music what? That's not good. I don't... Okay, so I think I just shouldn't write it all the way up. Are you going back down? Hello? Where's the line there that triggers this thing? Here we go. Somebody really likes the guitar. I like it. I feel like I'm generally pretty low on chain gun ammo. Chain gun is the meta. It's the best way for dealing with pinkies and specters. So I'm assuming I'm supposed to backtrack here. Has something happened while I'm close in, or am I not? Ah, he actually got a shot on me. I love how these guys are coming out of the pits of hell here. No, 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 we're not gonna waste plasma on these guys. Come on. Could have told you that was gonna happen. Splash damage. Come on, how many guys can we get? Ah. Ah, so dark. I know, not gonna complain about it, but again. There we go. Down here. Can we go up there? I just want the there we go. Yeah, I want the ammo. What triggered that? There we go. All skulls. Let me go over there. He just didn't come out. Hello, over here please. Oops. Anything else up there I missed? On that side? Nope. Huh. Stalactites. And guys who are... See, I don't know if you really want to start thinking about things making sense. I don't know how those guys could still be alive. They should have been roasted alive. I'm just kidding, of course. I'm not really trying to make sense of it. Another one. It's always a gamble using a well, and he got a shot in there anyway. Using a chainsaw on these guys is a gamble because they have a 90% pain chance, so there's a chance to actually get a shot in. Of course, I just ran into that guy. Oh. Which didn't help. You know what, I don't actually have rockets. I was gonna waste some rockets on him, but turns out I've already wasted all my rockets. Wow! That hurts. Ha ha ha. So what happened there? Okay, anybody want to hit scan me all the way from back there? Somebody just did hit scan me all the way from back there. Always with the little... with the bait. Hello. What the just... Whoa. So the chain gun actually pulls you forward. And I think that's what happened here. It pulled me... I think there's a... let's find that out now. Yeah. It pulled me into that... I know. Where are these guys? Do I have to take them out before I go up there? Oh yeah, so satisfying. Now let's do that again. Still one guy. Oh, okay, so this is where we... Okay, so... Where does this take me? And that then takes me behind there. I'm assuming this actually... Line devs have a direction, right? So they can work only from one way. So if I go this way around... And look, there actually is a teleporter hidden there. Sneaky. There's one here too. Yep. That's a cool, it's a cool level flow if this keeps taking me back now into places where I've been and I have to, I don't know why I was so indecisive, just standing there looking around. Oh, really? I could have sworn Okay, after I killed all these guys up here, that's when I had done that. And this was the best weapon cache you can imagine, so... So, from here, because there's people shooting, right? And look, there's something going on there. Which is kind of a, secret, I guess. Yeah, if you know how to do it. some rockets. And look, there's a... Ah! See, again, in the old Doom, I could have used this guy to actually block me and land on there. Looks like he fell down. Or he walked down, I guess. And now he's down there as a free agent shooting at me from way below. Ah, I did not mean to do that. Oh well. These guys are of no concern. La 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 la. Imagine that, and maybe it actually is in the upcoming Doom or so, which is super gory and not necessarily something that I condone the industry going into that direction. But can you imagine that with really, really advanced graphics, like just digging your way through a corpse with the shotgun, just getting pulled into it more and more. It's either awesome or entirely inappropriate. Or both. Usually it's both. Okay, I'm not gonna take down the Baron of Hell there. Oh. Just the hit scan weapon, guys, please. Guess I don't really care about the imps either. Is that all imps? Whoa, where did that come from? Ah! Oh. Well, guys, let's just do this. Then get this guy, and now deal with these guys. I don't really want to waste ammo on you guys. So this is me once again back somewhere I was before, right? Oh, there's something else that opened behind me. Coffin shape there. Oh, so bad. I was gonna say, I don't trust that. Oh! Oh, I'm in here. Okay, I know now where I am. There's still a hit scan guy somewhere here. And those are most dangerous because they can needle you from far away. There he is. How do we take you guys out? I have 5 rockets. That I'm wasting. And then I die anyway. Those guys deal with it. What does this do? So I like the feedback that it did something. Okay. Oh, the gauntlet. With, from what I can see, 3 teleporters down there, or 3. Do we want to do this? Because we're gonna fall to our deaths here. If we need to fight. If not, it'll be fine. And oh, that's really dangerous actually. That could have pulled me off. But it didn't. so... Okay. It's actually gonna get us back up here. Hello. And these guys wake up. Can we get infighting going for them? Gonna be tricky, but... Come on. Nobody's fighting each other yet? Come on. I'm committed to getting them to infight first. There's one at least. Okay, there's one. There we go. Now we got good angle. Ah! Didn't pay enough attention. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, maybe I'm losing so much health here, and in fact I died. I don't know if that's worth it. Kinda feel like... I think we gotta fight these guys. At least some of them. Yeah, no. Oh, man. What did I collide with? I ran into something. There I ran into Fireball. That was totally me. I can't blame the geometry for that. Oh, I could... Okay, what am I doing here? Again. Jesus. Oh boy. It's almost midnight. That must be it. He actually teleported in behind me there. Okay, that's... I got the right pattern here now, though. Ah! All of this. That just gets me back. I think it's just the... Yeah, well. Is this where it came from? No? Is this actually my ticket out of here and I just don't know where? That's where we came up, right? Phew. Aha! Hmm. Ah. Okay. Mm-hmm. This is when it comes to traversal and creating this kind of canyon here. You could have done this in the original. Oh, come on, that was. Oh no, that was me. You could have done this in the original Doom, right? This just feels modern Doom level design, and just nobody had thought about it. That's the only reason this. Oh man, this feels novel, right? Not because you couldn't have done it before, but it's just something that nobody had thought about. And under the impression of all the game. Really? An impression of all the games that have existed since then. This kind of progression is possible now. It's a little bit annoying, I won't lie. As you've seen me fall to death a couple of times. But generally speaking, it's cool. Like right there. It's just... I guess I would have liked a third row further down, but I guess then the middle would have been too narrow. We've made it. Hello. Ah, stuck. Coming down or what? Oh! Really? That's how you got me last time. That angle is quite literally deadly. I think there's two of them, isn't there? Oh, that's not gonna go well. Oh, luckily the auto aim also allows me to shoot at this weird angle. Huh. How do these guys become active? Where is he? There. Play the weird angle again. Oh no! Oh my god, did I save? Yeah, I saved up here, good. Not quite that stupid then. Oh, you could just walk over here the entire time? Or was that just me not... That's the only way to actually get different materials here. You need to make this super tight, small lip. Oh... That's the only way to stupidly die. You run over that really tight lip. Really? We did better. Yeah. We did better last time. We lost some health there, so. Really? God damn it. Come on. That was like a slow motion car crash. So you have to run up. I don't believe it. Oh, that's just me being stupid. But do you have to run over this here to? Okay. Kind of comical, right? How I mean, like, it's a drinking game. Let's see how many more times I die here. In slightly different yet entirely similar ways. So what? Is it just that I need to drop down there from that side? Does it come up now? Yeah, okay. Really? Yeah, and there you go, drink. This guy's sneaky. A little bit too sneaky for my liking. Oh, I got stuck. Didn't really do that much to BFG. It took about 6 out of 10 shots from him. Oh, is this the ending? Is this the exit? It is. Alrighty. Well, I feel like we accomplished a lot. It was fun to just play a little bit, let loose. Hearts of Perdition, I think. Wait, is this the last level? Because we didn't find the secret level, did we? Okay, let's keep going just a little bit, because depending, this might be a full-fledged level, in which case I'm done. We'll come back to this later. But if it's not, well, that's a way, of course, to So now I'm pretty much done. I just want to see real quick. I'm interested to see. Well, never mind. I'll have to play this correctly and carefully. Just wondering. I would hate to come back to a stream later and say, "Hey, now we play the last level," and then it turns out to be a relatively short final level. One key here. So we'll make it out of here and we'll see. There's nobody behind us. Ah. 1 health. Living dangerously. And there's an actual level and there's a door here or a key stuff. So yeah, this is gonna take longer. So we're gonna call it quits here. We're gonna come back and play this again next time. Thank you for following along. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.